kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Settled in to stop that before a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics and 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Quickly to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires left. That pass is incomplete. Up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Simpson. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the 25. And finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap it to the back. He's loose. Quick step and go. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bernard. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
2nd down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Grab near the marker, it's Cuevas. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Young. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Grace, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. To pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Into the end zone. Intercepted. They're back in their own end, and they stop the drive.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going over the top. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pulls it, fired complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Time to change now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you see those tight ends catching the football. You're coming up and trying to get on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking the tackle and getting some extra yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defense. And out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Brings up.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 14, Alabama 0.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
They just keep firing. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
14, Alabama 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Peoples. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. And that's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously. And I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another